Do you believe in past lives? And to what extent? Do you have an awareness that your soul feels more comfortable with certain physical expressions? I had a moment while editing the most recent human design video where I could see myself as this royalty that my soul had previously experienced. This specific expression hadn't been clear previously to me. I hadn't been known previous to this recent experience. But there it was. My hair was up in a bun. I had jewelry on, I had lip color, and I could see that royal expression that my soul had at one point in time experienced. For me, the expression of wearing a bun has brought up a previous past life as a ballerina where my shoulders are back, my neck is elongated, and I'm used to that feeling, that sensation. And this particular one sort of caught me off guard that it was a different life experienced. If you are interested in understanding a little bit more about past lives to my current understanding of our expressions, then stick around for today's video. Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to, the Simply CA. My name is Alana, and on this channel I share the tools, tips, resources, and coaching to help you live your best, most authentic, most aligned with who you naturally are, soulful life. We do that through human design, energy and soul work, yoga, fitness and meditation, and whole food plant-based nutrition. Because MG life over here. If you're enjoying this content, please click on that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I post a new video as well. Let me know the content that you are enjoying by giving the videos a thumbs up, especially as I shift and play around with some additional content on this channel. Let's dive into this past life concept just a little bit more. What I am sharing with you today is my experience, and I'm still putting that together. I'll also be integrating some information and some knowledge that I have learned through Journey of Souls, Ainsley MacLeod, as well as my teacher, Nikki Novo. So for me, the concept of past lives revolves around this understanding, this knowing that we each have a soul. And this soul is part of oneness, of consciousness, of God, the universe, and use whatever terminology works best for you. I spent a very long period of my life really not being able to even say the word God or Jesus without flinching. So use the terminology that works for you and your understanding at this time. So then this soul inhabits physical bodies, and those physical bodies can be on Earth, and they can also be elsewhere because, why not just dive right into the deep end? And through these physical experiences, that soul learns and grows and evolves. Then when our physical body dies, the soul returns to consciousness, to the spirit world, and there it integrates the lessons that have been learned through the physical experience. And this new awareness, this new knowledge continues to grow and evolve the oneness, the higher consciousness that we all evolve from. And when the soul is ready, we do it all over again. So why is this unknown? Why is this unconscious and completely forgotten? Well, we kind of have to learn and grow with these new experiences and figure it out to really get the message, to really get the teaching. When we're first born, there can be more of an awareness, more of a consciousness of previous soul lives. They're more recent because we've just emerged from the spirit world, and the veil is thinner because we haven't had the concrete experiences of this physical life. However, as we settle into the physical expression that we are living, those memories fade and we integrate more solidly into this physical being. If you have children or you've been around children, they may say things that trigger that question of, do they remember a previous life? Are they getting these lives mixed up? And Yeah, they are. The soul hasn't fully gotten used to this new life and it's still remembering those previous experiences. But then we integrate into this life, we grow up, we get immersed in the physical experiences that we're having, and most of us end up forgetting all of those past lives, all of those past experiences, all of those past lessons. Or even that we are part of oneness, that we are one, that we are not separate. But sometimes we have that experience where there's a moment or a glimpse. Or some of us have that deep-rooted knowledge and we seek an understanding and an awareness of past lives. Sometimes we don't recognize this, and sometimes we have that like, oh, moment of realization. So we learn and we grow and we experience, and then we go out to the soul world, we integrate that, and then we come back and we forget and we learn and we grow and we experience, and we continue on this cycle. And through our lives, there are multiple different things that can happen. So our past lives can give us some insight and some information around things like our traumas and also our gifts and our abilities, as well, obviously, as our lessons. So sometimes a past life trauma can linger and it can move into this new life with us. Sometimes it's a heightened reaction to something that we've experienced in this life, but the reaction that we had is a little excessive for what was actually experienced in this life. As an example, growing up, I experienced my neighbor's house burning down, and I am terrified of fire alarms. Like, I get a complete fight or flight panic response to an unexpected fire alarm. And for the longest time, I thought that that was just about a human experience that I had in this life. And I had a very intense reaction to it. And then I had a moment with my coach at one point where somehow I had a deep knowing that I had been a witch burned at the stake. And my fear of fire made a lot more sense. Ainsley MacLeod sort of describes these traumas moving forwards into new lives through an understanding that the soul continues the awareness through the physical reincarnations, meaning that the soul is living one life even though the physical expression is dying and being born in a new life. What's really interesting about past life trauma, though, is a lot of the times just integrating and knowing that that was a previous life and not this life can be really helpful in understanding and softening the trauma. Our past lives are not just about our traumas or just about the lessons that we haven't yet learned. Our past lives can also be really key in understanding and claiming our power and our gifts and our abilities. You may have heard some astrologers speak about this because astrology is such an in-depth system. It's so complicated that it kind of seems a little strange that someone could actually learn astrology in a single life, and that's likely because this is not their first time practicing astrology. They're remembering the work. They're not learning it fresh and new. You may have also had those experiences where you know things, but you don't know why you know them. And yes, there is an element of our subconscious mind is taking in and picking up things that our conscious mind isn't. So there is a lot that we are picking up and learning in this life, in this physical experience. And there is also a lot that I understand, I believe our soul has learned through multiple lives, and that knowledge trickles in to this present life through things that we don't know why or how we know them. So for me, this understanding and awareness that I am a soul inhabiting a physical body living in this life and having lived many previous lives is the foundation for my understanding of energies, consciousness, and why we are here. Because isn't that the real question? Why are we having this physical experience? That is my current understanding of past lives. And as I said, it is still growing and developing, and I am still digging into it and digging into my ability to understand and express these concepts. Leave a comment down below with your understanding of and experience with past lives. And did this explanation make sense? If you'd like more individualized information or a past life journey, go ahead and click on the link that's in the description box, and you can book a one-on-one session to work with me. Again, if you enjoy this content, click on that subscribe button and the notification bell. Give the videos you like a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.